Hello, this is Wmpyr here to talk about dirty boxing and more specifically Filipino dirty boxing because you could just go train in boxing and then figure out stuff for the street and that could be dirty boxing. There's no rules against that, but when I'm talking about Filipino dirty boxing, for me there's a lot of different ways to interpret it from what I've researched. So to give it some sense of order, I'm saying that you need to do Kia, Kali, Escrima, Arnis. And then one of those, plus boxing, okay? And the boxing it just depends on how much you want to put in there. Like you want to make it 60% Kia, 40% boxing, or maybe you want to make it 80% boxing, 20% Kia. It's up to you, right? And that's what I've seen. But for today, I want to first talk about, in Kia, we learn stuff with the sticks, generally speaking. That's number one. And when we're talking about Filipino dirty boxing, a lot of times we're talking about empty hands. So what is the empty hand stuff that's taught in Kia? And this is what I was taught. So heaven six, right? And with the sticks, we're doing heaven six, right? So normally we're doing this kind of stuff with the sticks. So when you translate that to empty hand, my instructor taught me it's basically a chop. So you're going 1, 2, 3. Heaven six from the other side. 4, 5, 6. Okay? And if a punch is coming at me, I'm going 1, 2 on the arm, number 3 is on the neck, and then 4, 5, 6 is all, head and body primary targets. So that's what I was taught. And look, when we go into the world of full contact fighting, so we're talking about like boxing, kickboxing, and if you're doing this, you're going to be in big trouble. You're going to have a hard time pulling that off. With weapons, that's great. But when you go empty hand against a boxer, I would say good luck. So we need to change it, right? We need to change it. And one of the first things in boxing was a parry. Is one of the first things that I learned, and it was one of the most difficult things that I learned in the beginning because I didn't think it was possible, even though professionals do it all the time, which is a parry, right? So a punch is coming at you and you parry it, and I was just like, can I really do that? It just seems too fast. I don't think I can do it. So anyway, I learned the parry. So this is the first step. Punch is coming at you. And instead of doing a parry like a boxer, the same idea, but it's going to be a chop. Okay? So boom, boom, right here. Boom, right here. So I'm making the parry, which is a defensive technique, more offensive because now I'm chopping at the attack. I'm chopping at their punch. So I'm going to chop this guy like so, right? So, boom, boom. Try this kind of parry in your training and see how it works. I'm not expecting to break their hand or, end the fight just with that or that they would even feel pain. But these are the movements that we're practicing. So, boom. It should come more natural to a Kia person when they're transferring these skills like against a boxer, or in that kind of world of full contact fighting. So that's number one. Number two is, once again, doing this, so even chop, 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 4, 5, 6 with chops, right? You're going to have a hard time going up against boxer or kickboxers, so we need to change it once again to where our attacks will make sense in that world. And when we do that, we have a brand new technique, in my opinion, because this I'm going to now be going like this. Okay. So what I'm doing there is this motion it's kind of like a chop. So it comes from the chop, right? It comes from the chop. But instead of going like this, I am going more out like a punch. So it is a palm strike and a chop hybrid is what it is. So this is the brand new move. So that's what I'm doing right here. Boom. And 3. So now 4, 5, and 6. So it's right in between a chop, but it's not like that. It's this way. But it's not a palm strike, so it's because it's angled. So it's very interesting. And this takes us to what I'm talking about, which is the wedge. For self-defense, where we're using the forearm, but not just the forearm, we're also using this area and the elbow as well. So the hand, the forearm, and the elbow. So I'm using this entire length to push them off of me. And that links together with what we were just doing right now. So that was a natural progression to come to that. So the wedge idea starts coming in. Technique. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.